Alright guys, so today I'm going to show you how to delete your oil pump off of your Kawasaki 650 or 750 engines. So this will be on the stator side case here, nothing too special. I have this one actually off a donor 750. I already have it done in my ski. As far as like what I'm about to show you on how to get the pump out and how to get the studs out to be able to replace them. The kit's going to come with the block off plate, 2 block off nipples. On mine I'm only going to need 1, and then the 2 bolts that are going to be replacing the studs coming out of the case itself. So this is what it's going to look like in the machine. You're going to have your 2 screws on here, or your 2 nuts actually. So you'll just take these off. It's just 2 castle nuts on there. Depending on how tight it is, mine was a little bit tricky to wiggle out from the case, but I already pre-removed this. So comes right out. This is your oil pump, one from... So this will be your oil pump. One is going to come from the fill tank, and one of them is going to either go to your manifold or your carbs. For this, I don't know which one was which, but don't need it. So pretty much what we're going to do here, I'll get this out of the way, is we are going to remove these 2 studs. So pretty much when you put this on, it is way too long of a flat section here, and you're not going to want to space it out with washers, especially for something as important and blocking as the oil pump itself. So this needs to make a tight seal. This goes right into the crankcase, so having a nice seal on this will ensure that you don't have any air leaks. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take 2 nuts. I've just had these laying around in a parts bin, but all we're going to do is we're going to thread one on backwards here. If I can get it, there we go. And I'm just going to back this down all the way to the barrel section just so it gives it a little tightness. And then we'll flip the other one the other way and bring that all the way down. So you'll have something that looks something similar to this right here. Just give that a little tight with our socket here just to make sure we got solid connection. And then we're going to take our 10mm and we're just going to back this out. So once it's tight on there, this thing will literally just back straight out. And we're just going to watch it get removed. So if you have to, just redo it, get it tight. And eventually, once we get it backed out far enough, we'll just be able to turn these by hand, spin them out, and rinse and repeat. So the original oil pump itself, some kits that I've found come with the O-ring pre-installed on the block-off plate. Some don't have them. So once we get this loose here, it'll just come right out. So this is what you'll be taking out. Some of the kits will have them, some of them won't. So on this one, you can see it's just a piece of metal there. On the pump itself, we have an O-ring along the side. We'll just take that off. Quick clean it up. Get all the grease and the dirt off of it. I have a new one for the ski, but for the demonstration, we'll just slip that on the outside here. And that way, when we put this on, it will create a tight, airtight seal. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we're going to do with that. And we'll just tighten these down. Next piece I'll show you is what to do with these block off nipples once we get it installed into the ski. Okay guys, so she's back together now. I'll see if I can get you a good view of the new plate down there. So the oil block off plate is in. What I was talking about in the earlier video might be a little harder to see since I didn't even think about it when I put the E-box back into place. I know I gotta fix that, don't worry. But on the back side here, it'll be hard to see, but that little nipple right there is where the oil line itself used to run to. So you just cap it off with that little, with one of these little guys, and that's all she wrote.